Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Relation. Now today I'm giving you guys my review for episode 16 of Dragon Ball Super, and ignore my window here. Some guy's got his car parked out there and the light is just coming right at me. But aside from that, episode 16 of Dragon Ball Super was very enjoyable for me myself. I don't know how about you guys feel about it, but it was another one of those lighthearted, I guess you could say filler episodes, you know, padding up the story a little bit, but at the same time still giving us something in the story, and in this case it's Vegeta trying to train with Whis, which happens on later in the episode. But most of the episode is done up as a bit of filler to give some enjoyment of this episode. We see that in the beginning that the Elder Kai and Kibito Kai are, you know, having a little more character development, I guess you could say. They're going back and forth at each other. Kibito Kai thinks that the Elder Kai is peeping on someone. In reality, he's just watching a fight between two rhinoceros beetles, which was definitely very comical. We also got Whis is being treated to dinner by Bulma, and this has been going on for a while. You know, he comes on and visits a lot, and definitely some time has passed since the fight between Beerus. I don't think it was specified how long, but it has definitely been some time based on what Whis had said in the episode. Also, we do see that Goku is still doing his farming. You know, Chi-Chi wants him to do the farming stuff, and obviously he has no interest in this at all. Krillin comes along and has Goku hit him to see how strong Goku's gotten. I don't understand why he couldn't just, you know, have Goku power up, but for comical's sake, they want him to hit Krillin, so Krillin gets punched in the face. His face dents in, and he goes flying into a mountain. Goku tries to catch him, but misses. Pretty hilarious episode at a lot of points, at least for my brand of humor. This episode did have some parts that were a little bit, I don't want to say like a casual anime, but a little bit off tone for Dragon Ball standards, at least in my opinion. There's a lot of close-up shots of, you know, these expressions that you would see between Whis. You know, there's some shots like that. It didn't really bother me. It was a little bit weird to see it in Dragon Ball, but I had no problems with it at all. It's not very intrusive. But like I said, not a lot happened in this episode, but we do see Vegeta confronts Whis after Whis reveals that he is Beerus' trainer, which is the first time in this anime series for Super that he's revealed that it was a little bit ambiguous on if they were going to change Whis' power or not, making him weaker than Beerus, or a couple things leading him to do that. But he was also downplayed in Battle of Gods and Resurrection F as well, so I don't think that we need to worry about him being weaker. He does reveal that he is his teacher, which is what we knew in Battle of Gods. And when he's asked if he's stronger, he says, I wonder. At least in the version that I saw. I'm sure when Dragon Team comes out, it'll be a little bit more accurate or, you know, concise. But from the version I watched, that's what I saw. So we see that, and Vegeta confronts Whis because Whis says if you learn to control your ki, you can become stronger than Goku. So Vegeta pretty much swallows his pride and wants, you know, he asks Whis to teach him. And that was definitely an interesting moment that you wouldn't really expect from Vegeta, but this is stuff that we kind of were expecting from the episode titles, obviously. So this happens. Whis accepts as long as Vegeta becomes a god of destruction. Again, from the subtitles that I saw, I don't know how that's going to fare when we get the more accurate ones. That seems like an iffy line. It might not actually be that line, but from the version I saw, he says as long as you become a god of destruction, that's what you will, you can train under me. I don't know if you guys got the same thing I did, but just to note, that's not necessarily a confirmed thing or anything. But right after that, Vegeta says, how about I make you the best dishes in the world, show you the world's best dishes. So he does that, but not knowing that Whis already was treated to all his food from Bulma. He already had all of his food. So the final nail in the coffin to really seal the deal that Whis did not try was just a simple dish of instant ramen, basically. And Bulma was using that as a trump card, but she didn't use it yet. So Vegeta ended up doing that, and that pretty much sealed the deal for him to go train. He goes off, you know, to Beerus' planet, and the episode ends. I love this episode for a lot of reasons that I mentioned, but I'm not sure how you guys feel, but I know I've noticed that my brand of humor with Super and my enjoyment has definitely varied from a lot of other guys' in my comments, and that's okay. I'm curious to hear what you guys think of this episode, because I thought it was funny. In episode 17, I might actually do a video on 17 before it comes out, because there is some stuff to say about that little preview that looks amazing. But other than that, not too much else to say. Only other thing I could say is maybe this is looking like my predictions that Vegeta might, and it still sounds a little far-fetched, Vegeta might be unlocking the God power without the use of the ritual, which is weird, but there's a couple things pointing towards it. Not saying it's going to happen, but it's possible. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.